Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Did you guys know that the center lock hubs like this Bird Talon hub are actually lighter by 15-20 grams compared to the 6-bolt alternative? Well, that's not the reason why I ended up with so many center lock hubs in my house, but the reality is I needed center lock rotors for them. And while most of the new bikes using center lock hubs come equipped with one of these, this is the SLX RT64 rotor from Shimano, we've been using the XT MT800 from Shimano as well. This is their Frieza XT level rotor. However, sometime in 2022, Shimano introduced these rotors. These are the CL800s that are supposed to be kind of the road version of the MT800s. Believe it or not, these are available all the way up to 203 millimeters diameter, so some might be interested in using them for mountain biking. Are these the same? Are they different? Why don't we take a closer look and see what they're about? But I guess a good question would be, why am I looking for alternatives to the MT800s that we've been using for quite a while? Well, for those of you that use these, you do know that they can become quite noisy, and out of the 3 sets of these being used in my family, we found at least a couple of them that are quite noisy. And what you're going to notice is that after extended periods of braking, the rotor itself is going to warp and it's going to touch on the pads, so you're going to get that tick 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 until they cool down. So that's one of the reasons why I'm looking for alternatives to this. And believe it or not, in their ad for the new rotors, that's one of the main things that they talk about: the ability of these rotors to stay quiet after extended periods of braking. And if you look at the design of this new guy, this is actually quite different than what they had before. And one thing that was kept the same is the Frieza or the ICE Technologies idea of a sandwich construction. You obviously have steel here where the pad touches your rotor. However, you have steel on either side, and in the middle you have this aluminum fin. The whole idea is that it helps dissipate heat a lot better. As you move over, you're gonna see a rotational arrow, and this is the little sticker to tell you not to touch the braking area. CL800, 160 millimeters, and this is made in Japan. What's new though, it's gonna be this spider. You can see this very interestingly formed aluminum carrier that is very different than what they've used before. You can also see the cutouts through the metal that are very different on this new rotor versus the MT800, and that usually has to do with how the rotor sounds or how quiet it is. These are the standard Shimano 1.7 or a bit over 1.7 millimeters thickness, and again, you guys have seen that minimal thickness clearly stated on it, 1.5 millimeters. Rotors do come with a lock ring that works with any hubs available on the road today and the MTB rear axle. However, this will not be good enough for a 15 millimeter through axle on a mountain bike. For that one, you need the bigger version of this. You can see them here side by side. The installation is obviously very similar, but you will need a different tool. You will need a bottom bracket tool for the 15 millimeter axle, whereas for the provided lock ring, you could use a cassette tool. Otherwise, 40 Newton meters on both, and you can see that written clearly here right on the lock ring itself. And one last thing that I know you guys are going to be interested in is the actual weight of the new rotors. And surprisingly, this rotor is not the lightest. Here it is, 112 grams. It's supposed to be 114. By the way, that lock ring is 8 grams for the small one and about 9 grams for the bigger guy. In comparison, the mountain bike 160 MT800 is 104 grams, so about 8 grams lighter than the road. And just for comparison's sake, here's that RT64, the cheapo that you usually get. That's 139 grams, so quite a hefty add-on weight. And the lock ring is made out of steel in this case. Look at that, 17 grams versus this one made out of aluminum, which is 8. Shimano calls these road rotors, and you're gonna find them on their website under the Ultegra Road group set. You're also gonna find them under GRX 11 or 12 speed. Those are the gravel group sets. They are again not AMTB rotors, but why do they make them in 203 millimeters diameters? I mean, who's gonna use that for gravel or road? You tell me. What about alternatives to these Shimano rotors? Well, a couple of years ago, I talked to you folks about these Golfer rotors. This is a 6-bolt, but they do have the center lock equivalent. Over the winter, I also came across these rotors, and I'm gonna make sure to cover them in a quick video soon. But before I even do that, I know for a fact that we're gonna give these new babies a try. I have at least one wheel set that I plan to use with the new CL800 rotors from Shimano. What about you folks? What do you think about these new road rotors available in 203 millimeters diameter? Are you interested in them? Do you have any questions for me? Do you have any experience using them? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching this. Hope you found it useful. And if you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And until next time, hope to see you folks on the trails. Cheers, guys. Cheers.